Okay, guys, come spend a weekend with me as a private chef in LA. I catered 2 events, but not before getting my daughter off to school for on Friday because mom life wait on no one. This was a brunch after dark. This client wanted a standard catering package, and on the menu we have fried chicken and waffles, fried catfish, house potatoes, cheese grits. We had brown sugar bacon, turkey sausage, skirt steak with chimichurri and a peach topping for the waffles. They also wanted an on-site omelet station. This is our most popular package. It's minimal decor. Everything is set up fresh and on site. It's all warmed. And this was our on-site omelet station. They love this right here. They loved it, okay? This event was nothing short of amazing. The next day, we hit the road to Coachella. It was a 3-hour drive from LA. Once we get to the client's Airbnb, we go ahead and get everything unloaded out the car. It was a Bali themed Airbnb. The first thing we started on was the dessert, which is a ooey gooey butter cake. We get that into the oven, and while I was working on that, Chef Kenzie was going ahead and peeling 10 pounds of potatoes, okay? I start on my mac and cheese sauce and my mac and cheese as soon as the dessert goes into the oven. I like to cut my cheese into cubes for easier melting. You could shred it, you could do whatever you want, but this is how I do mine. I cube my cheese and then I drain my noodles and put those in my pan. While my cheese is melting, I go ahead and stir it so I can make sure it's incorporating perfectly. Um, this event was nothing short of amazing as well. I think that this weekend was good. It was a nice, busy weekend. My cheese is nice and melted, so I go ahead and add my seasonings. I added some Chef Neicy all-purpose seasoning as well as a couple other seasonings. While I'm working on that, Chef Kenzie is getting those potatoes on to boil. We're teamwork. It took us about 2.5 to 3 hours for this event from start to finish. Okay, I go ahead and I start assembling my mac and cheese. I make sure that the cheese sauce is well incorporated, but you know it's mac and cheese. So I go ahead and I add some more cheese in there because you can never have too much cheese in mac and cheese. I'm actually lying, you can, but we don't overdo it, okay? I go ahead and mix my mac and cheese and my cheese into my noodles, and I add some more sauce, and I start actually layered it this time, and then I go ahead and I top my. I'm reading this with nothing, y'all. I'm just going off the top of my head, okay? So I go ahead and add my shredded cheese to the top of it, and I get this ready to bake and throw in the oven. And this is what it looked like once it's done. Ooh, that mac and cheese looks so good. The potatoes is ready to start boiling. This is everything in the oven. We made our buttermilk biscuits. Kenzie seasoned the asparagus. The dessert is on. Now I'm going to go ahead and start on my steaks. So I had that grill preheating. I seasoned my steaks. At first I thought the grill wasn't working, but Chef Kenzie gave me a hand and we got it figured out. Now the potatoes is boiling and she working on the catfish. They really love this catfish. My girl know what she doing when it come to that fish, when it come to cooking, period. So while she in there getting that fish going, I'm working on these steaks. I get them on the grill and get them cooking off. How y'all like y'all steaks cooked? I like my steak medium well. I know some black people like their steaks well done, but as a chef, you have to request a well done steak. So 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be medium. And then when you request it well done, I'll make it well done. I go back inside and see what Kenzie got going on. She go ahead and drop her fish in that oil. This is peanut oil. This is how you know we getting down. We frying real fish, okay? I go back outside, check on them steaks, give them a little flip. Y'all, they was good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I made one or two of them. But this one for me. This is for my clients. So I'm just checking the steaks, making sure they cooking properly, seeing if they need to be turned. And then once the steaks is done, we go ahead and we top our biscuits with some honey butter and some more honey because you can never have too much honey. And while Kenzie is doing the finishing touches on all the plates, I'm going ahead and I'm getting the setup started. So I start unloading everything. This took me about 30 minutes. At first, it took me a minute because I couldn't see where I wanted everything to go. So I had to take everything out and then, look through it, make sure how I wanted it to be set up and everything. And I'm doing this while Kenzie is doing our finishing touches on our plates. And voila, just like that, magic. We get all of everything done. Look at that, y'all. Beautiful. The clients love the setup. This is what happens when you got a budget. This right here was a Luxe setup with a Bali theme, and I think we delivered. Y'all, this looks so good. I want to bite the phone. For real. Like I didn't just cook this yesterday. Y'all, how y'all think I did? Did I match the Bali thing perfectly? Would y'all pay for this? How y'all like y'all steaks cooked? Well, the client couldn't wait to get in there. They was recording. We didn't even finish the setup. They was getting in there recording everything, y'all. That's how you know we did good. Well, while the client went ahead and ate, we let them go ahead do their thing. And me and Kenzie, we went to get us some food and let the car charge. We was in the city of Coachella. It was pretty nice. The weather was nice. It wasn't bad. We driving back to the client's house and everything. We clean up and now we on our way home. But y'all, we had an electric vehicle. Now listen to this. So we're back here charging once again. As y'all can see,
100 miles later, fuck.
100 miles. We only drove 100 miles. And this motherfucker charge you $50 every time you tap your fucking card. Y'all, don't get an electric car, okay? I mean, if you do, just don't go far in that bitch. Because this is ridiculous. We just charged up for 40 minutes an hour ago. And now we're back again. Yeah, so I've ended up finally making it home at 3 a.m. Coachella is going to be a while before they see me again. But I will have to say that this was worth it. This was a nice weekend, nice busy weekend, Friday, Saturday. And y'all, this is just the behind the scenes. You always going to have to run into some problems no matter what your field is. Everything is not going to always go smoothly. So this is my experience. I made it home at 3 in the morning after having to stop 4 times to charge. I would never rent an EV again. I don't want an EV. I don't want to drive an EV. If you have an EV, more power to you.